From my handy dash cam, you will see how to go around the Courthouse Square in Bay Minette, Alabama. If you stay in the center lane, you will be able to go around the Courthouse Square as many times as you want to without any issues. Stay in the center lane and you can just go around and around the Courthouse Square. However, if you're looking for a parking space in front of the courthouse on the left-hand side, then get in your left-hand lane, and then you will be able to park and enter the courthouse if you're in the left-hand lane. Stay in the center lane to just circle the courthouse square. Stay in the left-hand lane to get a parking space on the courthouse square. The right-hand lanes are only if you're going to make an immediate right. Only get in the right-hand lane if you're going to take the next right. Stay in the center lane to continue around the square. And beware, because everyone loves to cross over in front of you. Stay in this and beware, because everyone loves to cross over in front of you. Stay in the center lane and go around the courthouse square. Only take the right-hand lane if your intention is to take the next right. If you want to park on the right-hand side of the courthouse square, you can also get in the right-hand lane. Do not get in the right-hand lane unless you are ready to exit to the right. To the right. I'll get in the right-hand lane now to go on to Hand Avenue. Stay in the right-hand lane and you will enter Hand Avenue and you will be off of the courthouse square. As you enter the courthouse square from Hand Avenue, you have a yield sign. Stay in the right-hand lane if you're going to go onto Doleaf. Be careful as traffic is coming in. Be sure to yield for oncoming traffic. You can get in the right-hand lane if you're going to go on to Doleaf. And go ahead and take the right-hand lane to exit onto Doleaf. You can also do that from the middle lane because there's 2 lanes to exit onto Doleaf. So you can take the Doleaf exit in either lane, the right-hand lane or the center lane. Continue around the center lane past the bank and put on your blinker to get into the right-hand lane to go on South Hand Avenue south, headed into the courthouse square from Atmore. If you stay in the right-hand lane, it will take you onto Hand Avenue. Be sure to enter the courthouse square from the left-hand side of the road so you can stay in the center lane and go on around the courthouse square, or else you will have to turn your blinker and merge over to keep from getting on Hand Avenue. If you stay in the center lane as you're going around the courthouse square, you will find that it will give you many opportunities to make circles around the courthouse square until you can determine which way you want to go. If you're unsure of what to do when you're going around the courthouse square, just stay in the center lane. Stay in the center lane until you make up your mind where you really want to go. And then be prepared to get into the right-hand lane when you're wanting to make an immediate right. Do not get in the right-hand lane unless you are prepared to take the next right. If you're in the right-hand lane, you will be expected to turn on the next upcoming road. So stay in that center lane until you can make the right decision. This is how you get around the courthouse square safely. Do not cross over the lines as you go around the courthouse square, because you will be merging into other traffic. As you're entering from Highway 31, if you stay in the right-hand lane, you will go around to turn onto Hand Avenue. And sometimes pedestrians do not use the walkway where they are assigned. Sometimes they're just out in the middle of the road. They're not using the designated crosswalk. So you have to be on guard anytime you're traveling around the courthouse square or the streets that connect to the courthouse square. There are several pedestrian crosswalks, but you often find pedestrians on the side of the street crossing anywhere they want. When you are approaching the courthouse square down Doleave on Highway 31 North, stay in the left-hand lane unless it is your intention to make an immediate right. Be careful as you go around the courthouse square, because there are crosswalks on every side. There are 3 crosswalks on 3 sides of the courthouse square and 2 crosswalks on the south side of the courthouse square. So be careful as you approach these crosswalks. Often people are standing on the side of the road wanting to know if you're going to allow them to cross or not. If you stay in the center lane, you will be able to go around the courthouse square as often as you want to before you decide to put on your blinker and make an exit off of the courthouse square. If you're going to park, stay in the left-hand lane and you can park on the square. If you're looking for a parking space in front of the office buildings that are located on the right-hand side of the square or opposite of the courthouse square, you can get in the right-hand lane and park in front of these businesses. How many times can you drive around the courthouse square without exiting? If you stay in the middle lane, you will stay going around the courthouse square a lot. One of the main hazards of driving around the courthouse square is when people are trying to get into the United Bank drive-through window, because they have to enter the drive-through window by cutting in front of oncoming traffic as it's merging in from this corner. They will have to get over in front of the traffic and get in line for the ATM machine or the bank drive-through. But if you will only get in there are 2 lanes to exit here onto 31. But be careful as traffic is merging in and people often try to turn in to go to the United Bank through the drive-through window. And that creates a very severe hazard. So if you're at the corner where the United Bank has drive-up service, cars will cut over in front of oncoming traffic to get in the drive-through. So that is a very much a traffic hazard as you're coming around the courthouse square. But if you will only get in the right-hand lane when you're wanting to make an exit off of the courthouse square, it makes life so much easier. But stay in the center lane and it will take you around and around the courthouse square. Have a good day.